The CLI Fellowship is offered by the Community for Learning and Innovation to kickstart your educational innovation. It's meant for teachers who have a passion for education and who have an idea of an educational innovation they want to implement or create. And in the CLI Fellowship you can work for 1 day a week to examine the effectiveness of your innovation.
Academic and professional skills have been an ongoing topic in our healthcare management master program, and it was clear that we wanted to do something about it to kind of change it. We had a couple of discussions with colleagues and also alumni, and based on that we drew up a plan how to fund it and organize it, and that's how I came to the CLI. I want to use the fellowship to better understand how we can get students involved in creating and shaping their own learning journeys. So it's clear that we have a diverse student population and that not a one-size-fits-it-all attempt is going to cover it, and that we need to kind of experiment and explore different options how to get students involved.
I applied for the fellowship because we had kind of a problem in our medical curriculum. At the end of each bachelor year we have a final exam in which the students have to show their skills in clinical reasoning, and we wanted to help the students more in preparing for those exams.
I applied for a fellowship on student evaluations. And the reason for that is that there is a tension between students who get a lot of evaluations but they don't really like to fill it in, and teachers who want to use the feedback they get in the evaluations but the response rate is too low or the feedback is not of high quality. So from both sides we hear that they're not super satisfied with the process, and I applied to investigate how we can improve it. So I think the difference between CLI and typical research you would see is that in CLI you really get the chance to do research in the classroom with our students at the university with the aim to directly improve education.
So besides being supported obviously by funding, which gives us some room to improve our education, I also expect that the CLI community will help to be able to reach out to colleagues, to share ideas, best practices, worst practices, and to sort of advance our understanding of how other faculties are approaching educational innovation.
I think it's very valuable to use this classroom approach because that is where the magic happens, that's where you teach. And so there is a huge opportunity for education there, and I think it's super important and a very good initiative that CLI promotes this and says, okay, if it works in the lab, let's also test it in the classroom.
The added value for me of the fellowship was in making more contact with the Erasmus University, the different location here at Erasmus Medical Center. We're a bit on an island. It's a nice island, but we're on an island. So I really liked the contacts I made with fellow teachers, but also with the experts from RISPO, and to learn how they develop their courses and think about education.